Watching News Tunes with Katrina Smith.
Welcome and good morning. Thank you so much for joining us on this Sunday. It is March 15th, and I'm Katrina Smith. Meteorologist James DeFazio in the Weather Center tracking those temperatures today. I hope that we got the last of Old Man Winter during that parade yesterday.
I wish I could say that.
That's not the truth.
Unfortunately, winter will make its return Monday night. Right now, we are tracking calmer conditions for the remainder of the weekend. It is going to be warmer today than it was yesterday. It's going to be less breezy than it was yesterday. Calm conditions this morning under chilly temperatures. Temperatures across the region anywhere from the upper teens in the North Country to low 20s. We're in the mid 20s across the Mohawk Valley and central New York. The southern tier, mid to upper 20s as well. So it is quite chilly out there. We're on the wintry side of temperatures. 27 degrees with cloudy skies, an 8-mile-per-hour breeze out of the east. We are going to see the wind tick back up this afternoon. We are going to see 10 to 20-mile-per-hour winds, but we're not going to see those 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts that we saw yesterday. We do have a wind advisory that goes in place for Madison County at 5 p.m., and that is for 30 to 40-mile-per-hour gusts that happen overnight tonight into the day on Monday. Today we warm up steadily after this quick burst of snow this morning. Temperatures rise through the 30s all the way up into the low 40s. It's going to end up being a pleasant day. A quick snow shower this morning, and then temperatures settle into the upper 30s to low 40s. Coming up, we're going to talk about what's going to be quite a mess of a weather day on Monday. Katrina?
Okay, thank you so much, James.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Sunday morning. We're tracking calmer conditions for this upcoming Sunday. And we're going to be seeing a roller coaster ride of weather on Monday, and that's going to be the primary focus of this forecast. Take a look at downtown Utica, where calm conditions have settled in. It is snowing up above in the atmosphere. It's just not reaching the ground due to the dry air that's in place. We're tracking a quick burst of snow this morning, and then temperatures rise and warm into the low 40s this afternoon. It's going to be slightly warmer today. Again, temperatures in the low 40s as opposed to temperatures yesterday struggling to get out of the 20s. Heavy rain, storms, winds, and a strong cold front arrives on Monday. We're going to see a huge change in temperature. We're going to go from the 60s all the way down into the teens by the time the night is all said and done. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Again, much of this snow not reaching the ground. Some of these darker blues across northern Oneida and northern Herkimer counties are likely reaching the ground, but down in Utica, not quite seeing the snow making its way all the way to the ground, and that's due to this dry air. 27 degrees, the dry air indicated by that 19-degree dew point. We're still 8 degrees apart between the dew point and the temperature. Winds continue to increase this afternoon and evening, and it remains blustery through the day on Monday. Highs Monday all the way up into the low 60s due to a southerly breeze, and then winds shift to out of the west-northwest, and things turn very, very chilly. We're looking at a 35-degree drop in temperature between Monday and Tuesday, and it's going to be a rather abrupt drop Monday evening. Projected rainfall, we're looking at a quarter to an inch and 3/4 of an inch, 3/4 to an inch and 3/4 of an inch of precipitation, total liquid by Wednesday morning. It's going to be quite a soaker of an evening, Monday evening, as this cold front works through. We're also tracking the chance for severe weather. Primary concerns are gusty straight line winds and flooding, although as of this time, despite us being in marginal risk, the strongest storms look to be to the south of the area. We're also going to finish that day with some snowfall, a widespread 2 to 4 inches of snowfall across all of central New York Monday night. This band lifts northward, temperatures climb into the 40s, and then look what happens as we head into Monday. A shower Monday morning works through during the early morning hours. By 7 a.m., cloudier conditions settle in. Cloudy conditions for the majority of the day. Severe weather arrives between 4 and 6 p.m., at least isolated severe weather. And watch that temperature drop. We just went from 60 degrees at 5 p.m. down to the mid-30s by 9 p.m. and over to snow. And we finish as snow, and temperatures drop all the way into the 20s, and lake effect snow forms. A look at your 7-day forecast. We're tracking a roller coaster ride and plenty of wind as we head into the beginning of next week. St. Patrick's Day looking very chilly. Lake effect snow showers with highs only in the mid-20s. It's going to be wintry. Unfortunately, Katrina, St. Patrick's Day is actually the day winter makes its full return.
It is not the luck of the Irish
No.
this year as far as the weather goes.
No, unfortunately not. Do you have any guesses for this?
Gee, I don't know. EF5
That's
is
the
very
strongest
okay.
you
So
get.
let's go with B, 1.3%.
It is almost none. It
Well,
is
thank
very
goodness.
few and far between. It's actually only a total of 2.3% are EF4 or stronger, and only those 0.3 make it to EF5s. We are expecting quite a bit of severe weather across the Midwest today and severe weather across the East Coast tomorrow. So
To put that into
keep an eye on.
context, that EF4, EF5, the
Yeah.
strongest we've seen here.
We've seen one EF4 in the history of New York State. Locally, we haven't seen anything stronger than an EF3.
Right.
The Rome tornado was an EF2, a high-end EF2.
And that is strong, so you can only imagine.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say, and that did quite a number.
All right, thank you so much, James. And speaking of the St. Patrick's Day Parade, let's take a look and listen. Welcome back, and thank you for joining us for another half hour of News Channel 2 Weekend. Today, I'm Katrina Smith. Get you over to the Weather Center with meteorologist James DeFazio, because that winter blast yesterday apparently wasn't the last one for this winter, is it?
It's not. Winter's not done yet. It is still March, and it's going to feel like March by the second half of Monday. We're going on a roller coaster ride. It's going to warm up before we see snowy weather again. We're actually seeing a little bit of snowy weather right now, so I shouldn't quite say that. But the next time we see accumulating snow, it's going to come after a major warm-up. Calmer conditions settle in for the remainder of the weekend. It is quite chilly this morning, though. Low to mid-20s across the region, upper 20s now in some portions of the viewing area. We are steadily rising in temperature, and we're going to continue to see temperatures rise as a warm front continues to work through. 27 degrees with cloudy skies at Griffiths and Rome. We're going to see it become breezy yet again this afternoon, but we're not going to see the 40 to 50 mile per hour gusts that we saw during the parade yesterday. The wind advisory continues for the Finger Lake region. This kicks back up for Madison County beginning at 5 p.m. this afternoon. A high wind watch in effect for Lewis counties. These areas see very breezy conditions into the day on Monday and through the day on Monday. Taking a look at temperatures for today, after this warm front pushes through, we rise up through the 30s all the way into the low 40s. It ends up being quite a pleasant evening. Highs are going to be right around 43 degrees. This quick hitting snow shower is working through now, and then calmer conditions settle in. Coming up, we're going to take a look at the roller coaster ride that is the forecast of Monday. Katrina?
Oh, we will settle up, James. Thank you so much. Well, Irish Eyes.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Sunday morning. We're tracking calmer conditions for this Sunday, but it's the calm before what's going to be the storm this upcoming Monday. We're tracking a major change in the weather for Monday. Let's get right into the forecast. Downtown Utica, it's snowing up in the atmosphere, but it's not reaching the ground due to dry air. We could see a quick burst of snow this morning. Some of us are simply too dry for that snow to reach the ground. It's going to be slightly warmer today. Highs are going to be in the low 40s. It's going to be a much more comfortable afternoon than what we saw and experienced yesterday. And we're tracking heavy rain isolated storms, windy conditions, and a strong cold front on Monday that takes us from the 60s all the way down into the 20s, which is going to bring a flash freeze by Tuesday morning. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Live Radar. This snow is associated with a warm front, which is lifting northward. Again, some of this really struggling to reach the ground, and that's due to these dew points that are down in the teens. 27 and cloudy at Griffith and Rome. We're also going to continue to see winds slightly increase, especially as we head towards tomorrow. The southerly breeze is going to bring in this very warm air tomorrow, highs in the low 60s, but it doesn't last. But tomorrow evening, temperatures tank. We drop all the way down into the teens overnight tomorrow night. And then by St. Patrick's Day, highs are only going to be in the mid-20s. It does warm up and moderate as we head towards the weekend, but we have a very cold day first. It also looks like a very wet day, 1 to 1.5 inches of rain of total precipitation expected during Monday into Tuesday morning. We're in a marginal risk currently for thunderstorms, a 2 out of 5, and the primary concerns are gusty straight line winds and flooding. We're going to continue to keep a close eye on this because slight risk has now crept into Otsego County and Shenango County. We're also tracking this precipitation to switch over to snow. So by the time you wake up Tuesday morning, you can expect the valley locations 1 to 3, hilltops 2 to 5 inches. We're going to finish this precipitation with snowfall. We're going to show that now. Snow lifts northward today and calmer conditions settle in, highs in the low 40s. As we approach Monday, temperatures rise from that southerly breeze. A shower works through between 5 and 7 a.m. and then cloudy conditions for the majority of the day, and then temperatures slowly rise through the 50s and into the 60s. As we head towards the evening, here comes that isolated severe weather. The cold front begins to work through. 4 to 5 p.m. This works across central New York. We go from 60 degrees to 36 degrees in 3 hours. This snow begins to work in from the west as the colder air does, and it snows for several consecutive hours. As we head into Tuesday, lake effect snow continues across all portions of central New York for the entirety of your St. Patrick's Day. A look at your 7-day forecast. We're tracking spring's return as well as winter's return. Spring returns on Monday with very warm temperatures for the majority of the day, but it does not last as we get into some Monday evening, Tuesday morning, and to the heart of St. Patrick's Day. It gets very, very chilly. Katrina, any guesses on the trivia question?
Ooh, I'm 0 for 2 this weekend, right? So let's try, or 0 for 1.
Just 1.
Yeah, okay, let's try this. Go with A, 25%.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so it's shocking that, and this is an approximation. It's not exact to the exact number, but about 75% of all tornadoes in the world occur within the United States. We are truly the hotbed for tornadoes in the world.
They're not called something different, like, cyclone, hurricane in other parts, right?
No,
so
it's
a
just
tornado no
if
matter
it's
where.
over water, it is a water spout.
Okay.
But once it comes onto land, it's a tornado.
Interesting. Wow. Thank you so much, James. Okay, now.
News with Jason Pallas.
Good evening, everyone. We're going to get to those stories in a moment. First, weather aware. Tomorrow, a strong cold front is coming our way that will throw just about everything at us but the kitchen sink. Let's get right over to meteorologist James DeFazio with a first look at your forecast. And we're not kidding.
No.
You're going to have warm temperatures, wind, sleet, rain, snow, everything tomorrow.
Literally all of it.
Yep.
We're literally tracking all of it. This is the calm before the storm right now. We're seeing calmer conditions for the overnight tonight, and that continues through the night tonight, but that changes drastically tomorrow. The strong cold front is making us have an aware day. We may upgrade to an alert day. We'll let you know tomorrow morning based on how much clearing occurs. Temperatures right now are in the upper 30s to low 40s. It's relatively mild out there right now, and it's going to be mild again tomorrow. 40 degrees with cloudy skies at Griffith and Rome. It remains breezy. We have these wind advisories in place to the west and for Madison County. These winds are going to continue continue through the overnight into the day tomorrow. We're tracking this huge line of storms across the southern portions of the country, and across the northern portions of the country, they're seeing a blizzard. We're going to show a little bit about that, just how some areas in Michigan have gotten over 30 inches of snow. Jason?
All right, James, let's talk about that. Those blizzard conditions making travel hazardous much of the Midwest. Snow and wind making travel affecting millions of people. These strong winds are expected to continue into the overnight. Fortunately, we are not going to get a blizzard. Happening tomorrow, New York State is reminding.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Sunday evening. It's the calm before the crazy tonight. We're talking about a crazy forecast to begin the week, and I want to get right into it, not spare any time. Take a look at downtown Utica, where it is mild. There is no precipitation falling. It's actually very comfortable outside. We're tracking an early morning rain shower to arrive tomorrow before sunrise, particularly between 5 and 6 a.m. Be weather aware on Monday. Have a way of getting alerts and warnings to your phone, because we are tracking heavy rain, the chance for some isolated severe storms, windy conditions, all embedded within a strong cold front on Monday that's going to take us from the 60s down into the 20s. We go from rainfall all the way over to snow by the end of the day. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, quiet and dry for now, and it will stay that way for the majority of the overnight before those showers arrive. 40 degrees with cloudy skies, and it remains breezy, 13-mile-per-hour winds. We continue to see 15 to 30-mile-per-hour winds across New York State. The strongest of the winds continue to be across western New York and the Finger Lakes, and that will continue. Tomorrow's high, 63 degrees during the mid-afternoon. Tuesday's high for St. Patrick's Day, only 27 degrees. We're talking about over a 30-degree drop in temperature, and we're going to see about a 30-degree drop in temperature over the course of 4 to 5 hours tomorrow. Looking at the bigger picture, that quick rain shower works through tomorrow morning, and then the main show arrives between 4 and 7 p.m. Widespread heavy rain, widespread gusty winds. That transitions over to snowfall. We all transition over to wintry precipitation, and then behind the wintry precipitation that ends the cold front, we get lake effect snow. Lake effect snow for the entirety of your Tuesday, the entirety of your Tuesday evening, and the entirety of your Tuesday night. The strongest storms now continuing to look like they're going to continue to get closer to us. Slight risk as far north as Oneida County. We're tracking snowfall on that back end, about 2 to 4 inches widespread. Taking a look at your Skycast, that shower works through quickly tomorrow morning, and then drier conditions settle in. We go from 65 at 4 p.m. down to 36 p.m. at 9 p.m. It's a drastic drop in temperature with the passage of this cold front. A look at your 7-day forecast. Windy conditions continue through the day tomorrow and into the day on Tuesday, and we're tracking that snowfall to continue into the day on Tuesday. Slightly drier conditions on Wednesday. Can't rule out a few flurries in the morning. And then a slight break on as we head for the first day of spring. First day of spring is going to be completely dry. Temperatures up into the low 40s. As we approach next weekend, temperatures do moderate, but we have to get through tomorrow first.
Let's get through tomorrow first.
Yes.
All right, thank you, James. Still to come, News Channel 2 at 11.